telecom subscribers under the aegis of the Association of Telephones, Cable TV and Internet Subscribers have kicked against the demand by telecoms operators to increase tariffs on their services. The group called on the Nigerian Communications Commission to resist any call for telecoms tariff increase, insisting that such a hike would bring additional burden to subscribers. We are now being joined by Mr. Sina Bilesanmi, National President, Association of Telephone, Cable TV and Internet Subscribers. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now let's go straight into it. There was a statement that was put out, and just an excerpt I'll read. He said, with the proposed tariff hike is being described as insensitive.
Yes.
Why, could you elaborate on why such an increase would specifically impact, or how it would specifically impact the average telecom subscriber in Nigeria, specifically in the context of the economic challenges that we face as Nigerian citizens?
Yes, thank you once again, and let me quickly use the opportunity to appreciate all the journalists and the press that I think on last Friday we called for the telecom subscriber stakeholders based on what one of the operator called one, should I say, a kangaroo stakeholders meeting, that without the ATKIS. As you all know, I think Nigerian telecom subscribers know the important role of ATKIS. And now, when they are now calling for, this is not the first time, we've sent a letter to the NCC, that's the Nigerian Communication Commission, dated June 23, 2023. And before then, we've seen a lot of challenges that the telecom industry have been imparting us. We are not enjoying their services. And I'm proud to say that, being the national president, we receive day-by-day complaint, which we send to the NCC. Yeah, NCC is trying their best. But the truth is this, if you are to make Nigeria great, it is involve me and you. But operators should not just be saying they want to be getting profit. We should have value of what these subscribers are paying for. But between me and you, we are not seeing the value. We are just trying to manage. Till when?
Okay, so in a report at this meeting, I believe, with some of the telco stakeholders and NCC that also took place recently, I'm not sure if we're referring to the same meeting, but one of the issues was brought up by the telcos was that operating costs are ballooning. Of course, we know that everything in Nigeria is increasing in cost. Now, they were saying that one of the measures that might need to be undertaken is a form of load shedding where telco service provision is concerned, meaning that some towers will have to be shut down because they can no longer afford to operate all of their towers at once. So how does this tie in? Because you're saying that we're not getting the right service, we're not getting good service. Is it possible because then they can no longer afford to give us the type of service we need? So don't you think it's fair for them to be able to meet their operating costs?
Well, let me first correct impression of their last meeting that you just quote now. NCC are not there. NCC are not in that meeting. I'm proud to let the Nigerian know that through ATKIS, I'm a board member to ICAF NCC. And NCC carry all the member of ICAF along. But truth is this is not the first time, like I said. You see, there is a procedure in doing anything. As you are beautiful, and to make your hair, you need to go to salon. And if you want to do a home service, they need to come down to you. But without your consent, no any beauty, something can even do your own this thing. What we are placing on board is that before any operator coming saying that they have their consumer advocacy body, NCC is the regulatory body, we need to put things in order. I think they need to talk to their own consumer first. Regulator is government institution. We are the one that are buying their product. And as of today, the stand of telecom subscriber in terms of voice, we are close to 20 millions.
All All right, so let me come in here, and I do agree. My co-host is very beautiful. Let's talk about fair billing practices, because you have raised concerns about arbitrary charges and unexplained deductions by telecom companies. How widespread are these issues, and what steps are you taking to ensure that we are getting fair billing practices across the country?
Thank you very much, Ma. Actually, immediately yesterday we sent a letter to NCC. Between me and you, majority, let me just say 75% of Nigeria are not in proper understanding of how they charge their services. We have numbers of tariff plans, and which articles have sent a letter to the NCC that they must make it down to at least, if it is 3 of 7. For example, if you are using one tariff, they have to let you know that per second this will be your charges. And if you look at the motto of ATKIS, is to have a fair pricing to fight for both our corporate and individual members. And we appreciate NCC, we are working together. But the umbrella body of Telecom in Nigeria are the one that make things difficult, even including the operators. Not all of them, sir. I'm telling Nigeria that it's not all the network operator.
Are there specific ones that stand out?
Yeah, I'm not here to make advert for them. But we know the one that is good and we know that one that is not good. But like I'm a father, being a national president, I think the room is there for me to absorb all of them. But there's a particular network that I believe is above the law, which we will not even take from them. Subscribers should be treated as a king. That's our stand. And it should be a transparency in billing by the NCC, give it to them. But majority of what the NCC are giving to this network operator, they are not following it. That is why I'm challenging the federal government too. They need to put some infrastructure in places.
Okay. Now, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. We're not on track with regards to internet penetration in Nigeria. It is believed that the majority of internet users are still using 2G. So is it not fair to say that, the telcos might actually have a good case for attempting to increase their revenue if it means that they can roll out more services to more people across the country?
Thank you very much. I think what the NCC is trying to let them know is that, look, I know they are facing some challenge, some issue. But assuming if they call the stakeholders, we might be the help. Like now, ATKIS has members all over Nigeria. The POT, the Council of Elders, come down to as ESCO. We have each members. Now they are saying that they are cutting their cable, they are cutting their this thing. Well, that is their own issue. But if they want us to come in so that we can, like for example now, I'm in Lagos, we have members in Akwa Ibom. You can liaise with the traditional rulers or their youth who happen to be our member so that but to me, the service of data or internet in Nigeria, before we are 157, but as I speak today, the first quarter is 164 million internet subscribers, active one. But the truth is that we need to do what they call collaboration, or we work in hands. They should leave their, I think, they need to humble and know we are not there to make profit. We are an NGO. But they are to make profit. They are to make profit. What we stand for, that we want to see the value of what we are paying for. Likewise, you just said that we are using 2G. And the world is celebrating 6 or 4, 5, 6, 7. The government agency also needs to stand firm. We should know what we are doing in this country. We should stop shouting this name, this person name. In the area you are, do your best to contribute to the nation. Thank
you so much, Mr. Sina Bilesanmi, National President of the Association of Telephone, Cable TV and Internet Subscribers.
Thank you.